चल हो जा शुरू।
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो पतवारा हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो पतवारा हुआ रे।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
Viewers, we have mega exclusive. Ex-Wrestling Federation of India chief Brij Bhushan, in an exclusive with Republic, has admitted that his son Karan, who is BJP candidate for Kaizerganj seat, was part of the convoy. It was his convoy which mowed down two men yesterday in UP's Kaizerganj. Let me remind you, viewers, a 17-year-old and a 24-year-old were mowed down by a vehicle belonging to Karan Singh Bhushan's convoy.
To say about the incident that took place yesterday, your son's convoy mowed down two people there. Are you ready to take the
घर आइए घर
घर क्यों सर, आप यहीं पे बताइए. Mr. Singh, what do you have to say? Please, you have to answer. Two people have died. Are you ready to take the responsibility, Mr. Singh?
आप घर आइए, आपसे बात करेंगे.
तो आप यहीं पे बताइए ना.
हाँ बताइए.
कि आप रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी लेंगे उस केस का.
केस क्या है?
दो लोग आपके बेटे के कॉन्वॉय से कुचलते हुए.
हमारे बेटे की गाड़ी का जो काफिला था, 4-5 गाड़ी सजा, जब एक्सीडेंट हुआ है तो 3 किलोमीटर का अंतर था. 3-4 किलोमीटर उनकी गाड़ी आई.
बट रौंदे तो उन्हीं की गाड़ी से गए ना.
आप ही कर लीजिए ना, फैसला कर लीजिए ना. आप अपराधी बना दीजिए अभी तो.
बट एटीट्यूड तो हमेशा से यही रहा है कि कर दियो, फिर उसके बाद बोला गया तो आप पहले ही बोलते तो अपराधी बना दो. ये
बना दो. तो आपको पता है कि वो बच्चे पहले एक महिला से लड़े हैं. महिला से लड़ने के बाद उनकी गाड़ी डिसबैलेंस होकर के जाकर के टकराई है और उसमें 2 बच्चों का निधन हो गया है. घटना दर्दनाक, मतलब दुखदायी है. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. लेकिन
तो आप रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ले रहे हो इसकी?
नहीं, उसकी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी लेगा ड्राइवर.
कैसे ड्राइवर लेगा? आपकी बेटी की कॉन्वॉय थी. आप इसी तरह किसी बेगुनाह के ऊपर आप ऐसे डाल देंगे, ड्राइवर के ऊपर डाल देंगे. ये चीज ड्राइवर के ऊपर डाल दोगे. What do you have to say about the incident that took place yesterday? Your son's convoy mowed down two people there. Are you ready to take the
responsibility? घर आइए घर.
घर क्यों सर, आप यहीं पे बताइए. Mr. Singh, what do you have to say? Please, you have to answer. Two people have died. Are you ready to take the responsibility, Mr. Singh?
आप घर आइए, आपसे बात करेंगे.
तो आप यहीं पे बताइए ना.
हाँ बताइए.
कि आप रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी लेंगे उस केस का.
केस क्या है?
2 लोग आपके बेटे के कॉन्वॉय से कुचलते हुए.
हमारे बेटे की गाड़ी का जो काफिला था, 4-5 गाड़ी सजा, जब एक्सीडेंट हुआ है तो 3 किलोमीटर का अंतर था. 3-4 किलोमीटर उनकी गाड़ी आई.
बट रौंदे तो उन्हीं की गाड़ी से गए ना.
आप ही कर लीजिए ना, फैसला कर लीजिए ना. आप अपराधी बना दीजिए अभी तो.
बट एटीट्यूड तो हमेशा से यही रहा है कि कर दियो, फिर उसके बाद बोला गया तो आप पहले ही बोलते तो अपराधी बना दो. ये
बना दो. तो आपको पता है कि वो बच्चे पहले एक महिला से लड़े हैं. महिला से लड़ने के बाद उनकी गाड़ी डिसबैलेंस होकर के जाकर के टकराई है और उसमें 2 बच्चों का निधन हो गया है. घटना दर्दनाक, मतलब दुखदायी है. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. लेकिन
तो आप रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ले रहे हो इसकी?
नहीं, उसकी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी लेगा ड्राइवर.
कैसे ड्राइवर लेगा? आपकी बेटी की कॉन्वॉय थी. आप इसी तरह किसी बेगुनाह के ऊपर आप ऐसे डाल देंगे, ड्राइवर के ऊपर डाल देंगे. ये चीज ड्राइवर के ऊपर डाल दोगे.
He has owned up that it was part of his son's convoy, but has apparently shifted the onus onto the driver. He said what case? Case would be against the driver. The driver was arrested by the Uttar Pradesh police yesterday after 2 were mowed down in Kaizerganj. Moving on, viewers, we have India and Congress little irked with Prime Minister's upcoming meditation break in Kanyakumari. It has spooked them and they have moved the ECI. They have alleged that his spiritual journey would be a violation of the MCC ahead of Phase 7. India has once again raised question on the meditation trip of Prime Minister and it called it a poll violation. My colleague Suresha will get us more detail on this. She'll join us from Republic newsroom.
Oh yes, absolutely, and a very good morning to all our viewers, as I'm also joined by Mr. C.R. Keswan this morning, and let me waste no time and go straight to him as we put these questions to him. Mr. Keswan, good morning to you. Firstly, to understand, Prime Minister Narendra Modi continues with the meditation tradition. He did the same in 2019. What is the plan around this time?
Good morning to both of you and all the viewers of Republic. Prime Minister Modi ji is a Yug Purush. He's probably the first Prime Minister in independent India who's a philosopher Prime Minister and a Raj Rishi who has a profound understanding and respect for our heritage, history and parampara. If you see in the past, he's made these visits to draw strength and inspiration in his selfless service of Bharat. And Prime Minister going to the Rock Memorial in Kanyakumari in the footsteps of Swami Vivekananda ji, where the Swami, was enlightened, is of great spiritual significance. As I said, whether it is Diwali, in South we call it as Deepavali, he spends it with our Jawans in corners of Bharat. And in 2014, he went to Pratapgarh after the election campaigning was over, a very historic place where Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj had defeated the Adil Shah king Afzal Khan. And in 2019, after the election campaign, he went to Kedarnath, which is the abode of, one of the 12 Jyotirlings of Lord Shiva, and he meditated in a cave. And in 2019, I think it was on May 18th that Prime Minister Modi ji meditated, and May 19th was the voting. May 23rd was the result, pretty much similar to what is happening now. And there was and it was very much in tune with the model code of conduct. One wonders, I think probably the India Alliance is in fear and panic because I think they know they're going to lose the election. If they're rattled, that the Prime Minister speaks and articulates so well, one will understand. But these people are rattled with his silence and Mount Vrath. His silence is so powerful. And Prime Minister goes to places, spiritual places, which gives him strength and inspiration. But if you see the solace and support coming for the Congress and India Alliance, it's from Pakistan and China. Maybe the Congress and India leaders can go to Pakistan or China and meditate. Maybe it will help them. And there is also a pattern in the way they attack the Prime Minister, for his trips. And it is a very sinister way, of the mindset which is revealed here. They attacked the Prime Minister's Pran Pratishtha of Ram Mandir and boycotted it. And Sengol, I come from Tamil Nadu, Sengol was bestowed during the transfer of power, and it is from a historic Shaivite mud, the Adinams, and it was cast away as a walking stick by the Congress party. Prime Minister Modi ji restored its glory, and when he placed it in Parliament, they boycotted the Parliament inauguration ceremony. And when Prime Minister went to pay homage, in the immersed Dwaraka city of Lord Krishna, they mocked him. And it was, I think, Ashok Gehlot, when Modi ji was in the Kedarnath cave in 2019, he said, why is he wearing saffron clothes? What does it mean? But it'll all make sense when you see it with the statements of the Indie leaders and, why they attack. The Congress party's PWD minister in Karnataka says Hindu is a Gandhi word. A DMK leader says Hindu religion is a menace not only to India, but to the world. A RJD leader compares Ramcharitra to potassium cyanide. SP leaders say Hindu Dharma is Doka. And then the West Bengal chief minister, recently there was an attack on the Ramakrishna mission, which was founded by Vivekananda ji, and she said Ramakrishna mission is playing communal politics. So anything spiritual or associated with Hindu Dharma is allergic to the Congress India Alliance. And I think they want to pander to their communal politics, so political appeasement, which is why they're opposing this trip. And the Vivekananda Rock Memorial, there is a jhanda which is saffron and has the word home. Maybe they don't want to see it on the camera. Maybe they feel uncomfortable.
Sir, we'll talk about these aspects bit by bit, but I also want to understand from you that the Congress has taken this matter to the Election Commission, saying that this is a violation of the Model Code of Conduct, primarily raising that this meditation event should not be televised during the silence period. What is your view on that particular complaint?
I told you that this was in 2019, it was the same situation when he had gone on May 18th when the polling was on May 19th. But the important question when you speak about cameras is what you should ask the Rahul Gandhi and the Chinavi Hindus of the India Alliance. Whenever Rahul Gandhi goes to temple hopping during election time, there are cameras. But this time, there was a difference which people should ask. When he ran away from Wayanad to Raebareli and filed his nomination, In the party office, in the glare of the media, he did puja part before filing his nomination. But the question is, in a minority-dominated Wayanad constituency, did he do pujas and rituals? This is the hypocrisy I'm talking about. This is the communal appeasement which I'm talking about.
And lastly, before I let you go, do take us through the significance of why Prime Minister has chosen this iconic place and also the kind of security apparatus that has been deployed to ensure all safety on the ground.
It's a very good question. Prime Minister Modi ji, when the Ekta Yatra happened in 1991, he had started this on Mahakavi Subramanya Bharati's birth anniversary on December 11th with Murli Manohar Joshi ji, and it ended in Lal Chowk in Jammu and Kashmir on Jan 26th. And now, after the abrogation of 370, it's good times and democracy is returned to the place. But the more important part about the Vivekananda Rock Memorial is in 1891, from December 25th to 27th, Vivekananda ji sat here at the same place Modi ji is going to go. And he was meditating. This Vivekananda ji did after he was very disillusioned with the way the nation under the British and foreign rule had lost its identity and lost its dharma. And he wanted to find a spiritual way to, enlighten the masses and stir them up. And when he came and meditated here for 3 days in the same rock, which was said to be the rock where Bhagavati Parvati also meditated to Lord Shiva, and there is a footprint of that. Vivekananda ji was enlightened. He found a spiritual way to uplift the nation. And Modi ji has been at the forefront of India's dharmic and civilizational renewal and resurgence. And after this election, as he looks forward toward a Viksit Bharat, well, we'll see Bharat civilizational renaissance. I think he feels this is a place where he can draw inspiration, from the life and work of Swami Vivekananda ji to continue his selfless service of Bharat.
Absolutely. Mr. Keswan, we want to thank you for speaking to Republic this morning, and for all our viewers watching at this minute. Yes, this is the big election controversy ahead of the last phase of polling, as the Congress has raised this meditation break and taken this complaint to the Election Commission, saying that the event should not be televised, as this is the silence period. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who on the last day of campaigning, that is the 30th of May, will go on this 3-day-long visit to the Vivekanand Rock Memorial to meditate until the 1st. And we continue to get you more responses on this. But for the moment, we shift our focus to the other top stories making news across the country in Bharat in 2 minutes.